Do it the traditional way and throw an intro song up here real quick while I go over there and get my damn hospital stream set up so I can make sure this shit don't crash and burn.
I'm with that. Let's set the vibes.
All right, let's.
Hey, Bryce, you got anything in mind?
Yeah, you can pick it. You the guest.
Shoot. Can I? I can pick anything.
Pretty much. Now some of them will get us blocked, but we be risking it sometimes.
Hey, gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Whatever last William Price track I was bumping, that one on that thing I sent y'all. Play that. Play some William Price. It don't even matter what song.
Yeah, I got you. Now I can't play one of the new ones because it ain't gonna show up in Chrome. Like that's something.
No, not the new.
No. All right, let me go to my subscription, my stream music layout right here, and let me go to. Let's see, where you at? Man, it's on this list. Where you at, bro? It's on the list. Look, I told you I ain't no good at this. Trash at this shit. Let's get it.
Yeah. On that there like poster. I got dope, get coked up. Bro, all talking so tough. See my flows, they froze up. I keep dripping soaked up. Bitch too thick, get chose up. Hit then dip, that's cold cut. Flick my big, then post up. Post up, post up. Just like the gram, I post up. Post up, post up. I don't give a damn, I post up. Post up, post up. I'm with my clan, I post up. Post up, post up. I know I'm the man, I post up. I do not chill with the average. The jacket, the fabric, extravagant. I see it, I don't do too much in public. I keep it discreet and your woman love it. I got more heat than a couple ovens, and I get you hung like a couple covers. When only a call to a couple cousins, they'll pick you up like a couple buzzers. I got mango and onion on top of my steak, but you see the name, but you see the brand. Can't be in the space, cause we don't relate. Can't be in the lace. You in the way, you in squad, I got nothing to say. You in the face, you're begging and pleading, I steadily be at a place. On that there like poster. I got dope, get coked up. Bro, all talking so tough. See my flows, they froze up. I keep dripping soaked up. Bitch too thick, get chose up. Hit then dip, that's cold cut. Flick my big, then post up. Post up, post up. Just like the gram, I post up. Post up, post up. I don't give a damn, I post up. Post up, post up. I'm with my clan, I post up. Post up. Post up, I know I'm the man, I post up. They digging the ambiance, shining, If you wanna rhyme with us, line it, Niggas be mad, ain't my problem. All this vagina can't find the fuck. I'm tryna climb my commas up. I cannot rhyme with these commoners. Get no hoes, they palmer. I keep rows of those, call them up. Hate me, sue me, fool me. Once broke, can't time to me. Yo ho choosy, fold on you just to pull my loose leaf. She serious when she around you, when she with me, she goofy. We live a movie, screw with my crew, we shoot like new scene. On that there like poster. I got dope, get coked up. Bro, all talking so tough. See my flows, they froze up. I keep dripping soaked up. Bitch too thick, get chose up. Hit then dip, that's cold cut. Flick my big, then post up. Post up, post up. Just like the gram, I post up. Post up. Post up, I don't give a damn, I post up. Post up, post up. I'm with my clan, I post up. Post up, post up. I know I'm the man, I post up.
Sound like the joint just ended. So I'm back.
So,
all right. We live.
for the people who don't know who we up here talking to today, Prize. Let everybody know who you are.
Yo, man, it's your boy Will Prize, man. 910 representative. You know what I'm saying? For the winners. You know what I'm saying? Prize Day. We outside. You know what I'm saying? You know who it is. Mr. I Am.
Look, if anybody wasn't around 2 years ago when we did the live freestyle after the what was that? The Carolina 10 show.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all missed that legendary moment, then that's y'all bad. It's y'all bad.
Most definitely.
So
That's definitely on y'all.
this right here is one of the gentlemen who ripped the freestyle apart that night. Live with new music, or coming with new music in about, what, 2-3 weeks? August 3rd, right?
3rd, man, 2022, man. August 3rd, we live, baby.
You see it? It's freshly wrapped. It's like a mixture of, I would call it a mixture of an original tape and like a old school classic style mixtape from like the Lil Wayne days where he just took everybody beat and rapped better than them over it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Come on.
With some instrumentals that you probably wouldn't expect.
Right.
So, and they're done perfectly. Trust me, I've heard it. So,
Now, let's let the man himself introduce his new project to the people without us talking, because nobody knows the ins and outs of it like the actual architect. So go ahead.
Right.
We'll lay back.
Yo, appreciate that, man. Hey, man, so freshly wrapped, man. So you pretty much hit it on the head. I wanted to conjure up those Lil Wayne vibes, dedication tapes, you know what I'm saying, Drop 3. But also, I wanted to incorporate those prize vibes with my light bit of production on the project, which kind of equals out to the 90% bars, 10% beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 10% my beats, but 90% my bars, all coming together to make a nice healthy helping of hip hop, if you will. So yeah, man, it's 5 tracks. It's definitely gonna catch some people by surprise. So I'm looking forward to the drop August 3rd for sure.
Now, spoiler alert: we have heard it, so you already look. Y'all just need to be ready for when it come out. Now, let's give a little bit of a history lesson. If y'all don't know, this artist right here is more than just somebody who like we listen to on the internet and listen to his new music when it come out. He and the crew he comes from can really be credited towards building up an essential part of this podcast, because it was a song by one of your what was it? Not label mate, group mate, City Pyramids, and actually another song on that same tape with you featured on it that helped start up what we call the independent spotlight, and how we done made so many connections and actually listened to so much new music that we might have otherwise never heard, is because him right here, my co-host, he heard y'all songs and he just wanted to highlight that on the podcast. And that's how we came up with a part of the podcast is like essential. So like we can really give y'all credit for that, because it was y'all music who kind of inspired it. So like y'all are like part of the DNA of the whole show. It ain't even really just, so it's only right that you be the first guest. That's how I'm putting it.
I'm honored to be here, man. Thank y'all, bro.
So, I got a question for you. All right? I just put it frankly, with the music industry in the mainstream being so dry, borderline garbage, and having music that to me, it sounds like a lot of this shit is made to be streamed a whole bunch during the first week, get a good first week numbers, and then be forgotten about. Like even new shit that's supposed to be profound, like the new Mr. Moral and the Big Steppers or the Hot Steppers or whatever the fuck it was called. Like, we prime examples. On first listen, I was like, yeah. And then on the second listen, which is where my listen stopped at, I was like, oh man, I don't want to hear this shit no more. And that was an album that took 5 years to come out, right? And if you spent 5 years writing that, you could have used your time better, in my opinion. But how do you
made it for me too?
How do you plan to buck that trend as you rise from the underground to the top level of the music industry? How do you plan to keep your shit fresh all the time?
I mean, you know, we trace back my whole evolution has always been about stepping in a different way, or finding a new way to bend my words or bend what I do. And I think just off rip, me being in the industry would be a breath of fresh air in general. But what I want to do to alleviate from things sounding the same or sounding like something that could be easily discarded or thrown away. As of recently, I've been a big fan of collabing, but not just simply collabing, more so like bringing energy that you probably wouldn't even think, that probably wouldn't even make music together. I feel like that's what the industry is missing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody's so caught up in their own lane, trying to compete with everybody else and making music for why they originally started making music for. You know what I'm saying? That's what. You know what I'm saying? You get fast-paced projects. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily, me personally, I don't think Mr. Morale fits the description at the moment right now, though. My only reason being is that people, I'm going to say this, I ain't even going to go deep into it, but people looked at the Pimp a Butterfly in the same fashion. Even I looked at the Pimp a Butterfly in the same fashion when it first dropped. You know what I'm saying? And then, lo and behold, years later, I'm playing to Pimp a Butterfly working in the pizza restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
holistically.
I will say this about To Pimp a Butterfly. After I listened to it once, I said it was the best album I heard since Supreme Clientele by Ghostface. That's what my opinion of it was. But, so, I thought that when I heard the first single, when I heard I Love Myself, I was like, I don't like this. But even when I heard it in the context of the album and how it's like played with a live band and everything, it's like a live show, I was like, okay, now it fits. And I love it. So I wouldn't say that same thing, but something that we said when we first did a show together 2 years ago, something that I said, one of the things where I can kind of agree with you with Mr. Morale, I might be jumping the gun a little bit, is that I hated 808s and Heartbreaks when it first came out. But now that's like one of my favorite albums. So
well,
I think Mr. Morales is gonna end up, because I get the concept of what he was trying to do. I can't lie, I could have done without. I'm not gonna say I could have done without, but I'm gonna say a couple of things could have been executed better, just off knowing who Kendrick is.
mm-hmm.
But I think in about 2 to 3 years, everybody gonna be like, yo, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? It's XYZ, it's groundbreaking.
I wouldn't be surprised. But go ahead, bro. Ask your question. Let me step back.
all right. So my questions are a little bit centered around getting to know William Prize more in depth as far as your background and things like that. So my first question is, what made you get into rap music?
Honestly, just, man, that's a hell of a question, actually. A plethora of different things. Riding in the BMW with my mom when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She's playing, you know what I'm saying, DJ Quick in the car, or Bone Thugs and Harmony, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or my dad, you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z, Life and Times of Sean Carter, both volumes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
it's it's the music that influenced me that I heard. It's when I actually started putting my mind into listening to lyrics. May have not been all that familiar with the subject matter, not all of it anyways at the time, but for some reason it resonated with me, made me feel something. And I think just as a person, me personally, it's not a lot of things that make me feel. I don't think it's a lot that makes anybody feel, but music is one of those things that's why it's so powerful. I mean,
so
yeah, I just feeling something from words.
What you mentioned in your influences like that, when you step into the booth, would you say it's your goal to come out and be better than them?
Every time. I'm trying to step on their neck.
Absolutely.
I love my idols to death, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna mention their names because if you listen to me, you know who they are. You know what I mean? Like, but
and I
every time
actually had a question about I hear him mentioned a lot in your music, Tupac, and I just wanted to see how does Tupac influence your lyrics or your music or your creative process?
Tupac was just a very rare character. You know what I'm saying? You get a whole lot of sides of the spectrum with Tupac. You get introspective. You get I don't give a fuck. I'm feeling me right now. You know what I'm saying? And fuck y'all type shit. You get conscious. You get feeling. You get I'm culturally aware of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's, to me, Tupac is really one of the major backbones in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, because I even been listening to, like today, I'm riding through the streets listening to, I'm pulling it up right now because I want to show it on the screen if I can.
Okay.
Second chances prohibited. My ring, like, second chances prohibited. And I'm hearing all of these different types of songs. I'm hearing, like you said, I'm hearing the fuck that. I'm hearing the conscience. I'm hearing all different levels of it, and I'm hearing the Tupac bars, and I'm like, damn, like I can see how you take things from, music that you generally like and music that kind of shaped how you make music, and you put that into your music, but you create it in a unique way. So I noticed that, and I wanted to ask that question. That was actually one of the first questions that popped in my head. I was like, damn, I really want to see. But what was the influence of Tupac on your music?
And Pac to me, well, go ahead. Let me step back.
No, go ahead. I was just agreeing. Go ahead.
I was just say Tupac to me is Tupac to me is maybe the best at delivery that we probably ever had do it. Because even if what he's saying ain't too complex, he can put it across to make you feel it.
Right.
That's how I would. That's what I think Tupac is the best at. That's whenever somebody get into the Tupac and Biggie debate, I always say I think Biggie could out rap him lyrically, but Tupac can make. I would take a song that's trying to put a message across more serious from Tupac than I would from Biggie, if that makes sense. So like
Biggie, I think Biggie is the backbone of. You could say Biggie is more so the backbone of swag rap.
Mm-hmm. Maybe so.
Just swag rap, but I mean, he had lyrical flows. But I mean, as far as what you pull from the verse when it's all said and done, it shit make me feel cool as hell when I'm listening to it. I feel cool as hell when I'm sliding down the street listening to John. Yeah, so many of them.
Talking about Big Papa?
Papa, I feel cool, you know what I'm saying?
Let me give you since you brought that up, let me give you one of my controversial opinions. It's to do with Biggie. Right. It's to do with that song right there. Biggie, I love Ready to Die. We all know that the Big Papa, One More Chance, Juicy, all that shit was Puffy idea. That shit wasn't on the original copy of the album. Puffy wouldn't put it out without radio-friendly songs on it. And I think all those songs, I can do without all of them.
I agree with that one. I'm going to go ahead and stop you there. But I will say that One More Chance, the other version of that one, the original version, with the girl singing, you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That one is a lot better.
I can do without every single radio-friendly song on Ready to Die, period.
So you can do without them, but will you say that they are great? Because those songs
I won't say they're great. I won't say they're great. I won't say they trash. They are good songs. It's like Biggie ain't gonna put out a song where he's rapping some bullshit. I ain't gonna take it that far. But I can do without them. I skip them every time. I don't listen to that shit. I don't. Like the closest thing.
I love that shit.
I don't listen to that shit. I feel the same way about him Biggie felt about him because he didn't put the motherfuckers on the album himself. So my opinion is aligned with the man. He didn't put that shit up there until Puffy told him we can't sell it without this. So, I mean, my opinion might not even be that controversial. I got the same opinion about those songs Biggie had. So,
I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I personally think those are fucking star quality songs.
They are star quality songs. But tell me why I'm wrong, William Prize. Tell me why I'm wrong.
I mean, I honestly feel like without them songs, Biggie don't hold a candle to Tupac.
Without those songs?
Without them songs that you threw out was so easy to cast out, I think he visibly, like, if this is the meter and this is Tupac and this is Biggie, I think if Biggie never even records those songs, let alone has to go through Diddy for the album, if he never records them fucking songs.
I don't know.
And
man,
I think the Tupac Biggie debate gets easier. You know what I'm saying?
I think Everyday Struggle stand toe to toe with any Tupac song ever made. So I don't agree with that.
See, I didn't agree with the first statement, but Everyday Struggle, that's one of them fucking ones. And I'll stand in the battlefield.
So Everyday Struggle's hold more weight than a Dear Mama?
And hold more weight than Dear Mama?
In my opinion, Dear Mama, great song, influential song, and iconic song. But if it's my preference, I'm going with Everyday Struggle over Dear Mama every time.
Are we going with If I Die Tonight over Everyday Struggle?
No.
I am.
I wouldn't do that. I think...
well, a Tupac song, in my opinion, that would have to go toe-to-toe with Everyday Struggle. Picture Me Rolling.
Yeah, that's a heavy contender. I agree.
See, and mind you, my most controversial opinion about Tupac and Biggie actually apply to them both.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that you can throw most of the second disc of All Eyes on Me and Life After Death in the garbage. That's my most controversial opinion. I think both of those albums would have been so much better if you got rid of the fluff on the second disc and just had like a 15 to 18 track album with one disc. Because
can we pull up the track list of both real quick?
You want me to tell you what I would put in the trash?
I'm looking at the track list right now because I mean I like debates like this because honestly,
look, I'm about to make some people mad because I'm about to put some of y'all favorite songs in the garbage. Let's start with All Eyes on Me. Number one, I think that even though All Eyes on Me is a great album, Me Against the World is so much better, in my opinion. It's like Me Against the World is definitely, in my opinion, Tupac best album. And I think
get to some of them songs you throwing in the garbage though.
I agree.
I'm about to tell you one that I would throw in the garbage because Temptation off of Me Against the World is so much better. Thug Passion, trash it. Get it out of here. I'll throw Thug Passion in the garbage. You know what? One of the ones I would throw in the garbage, and I know that y'all love Nate Dogg. All About You. Get it out of here. Get it the fuck out of here. Put it in the trash.
Oh no!
I know that y'all love Nate Dogg, but the next one right after that, Scandalous, trash. Get it going. Like after Ambitions of a Rider, the next song I always hear on Me Against the World is Got My Mind Made Up. How Do You Want It? Great. Two of America's Most Wanted? Great. No More Pain? Love it. Hearts of Men? Love it. Life Goes On? Love it. Only God Can Judge Me? Love it. Trade and War Stories? California Love? I like the radio version better than the album version, but I know that was a sample clearance issue, so I ain't gonna hold it against it. Like the on the Greatest Hits, the version that everybody know is on the Greatest Hits album, but it's not on this, so I ain't gonna hold that against it. What's Your Phone Number? That shit is terrible, bro.
I'll agree with that one. I don't like What's Your Phone Number.
Can't See Me? Goodbye. Shorty Wanna Be a Thug? Out of here. Holla at Me? I cannot get past Holla at Me without listening to it 4 or 5 times, in my opinion. like that's one of the ones that when I get to it, I get stuck on that joint. Wonder Why They Call You a Bitch? Nope. When We Ride? Nah. I already said Thug Passion. Picture Me Rolling? Bye. Checkout
Hold
Time?
on.
Awful.
You said bye?
Yeah.
To Picture Me Rolling?
Yeah, get it out of here.
What?
Check
Off
out
the beat alone?
Yeah, get it. Bye.
Wow.
Checkout Time? No. Rather Be Your Nigga? Eazy-E did it way better on Rather Fuck With You. Get it out of here.
Oh hell no!
I love Rather
I'm not giving up. Rather Be Your Nigga. No way.
I don't like it. All Eyes on Me? I like that. That's a great song. Run the Streets? Nope. Heaven Ain't Hard to Find? I'm alright on that, but Ain't Hard to Find with E40 in them? I love that shit, man. I fucking love it, bro. I love it. So, to me, you could get rid of half this shit and have a better album than we got. That's just me. I ain't trying to anchor no Tupac fan. I love Me Against the World. That album is so good, man. But All Eyes on Me, in my opinion, All Eyes on Me and Life After Death are looked at like they're looked at because they came out right at the time when they both died. That's my opinion about them. And they had iconic singles tied to them. Like I task you to find somebody who doesn't know what California Love or Hypnotize is, like in any age range. Like they had iconic shit tied to them, and they both got killed. It was so publicized, but like, go ahead. I'll cede the floor. I'll shut up now. I've been talking.
Overall, okay. So overall, who we collectively giving the leverage to? Because I'm giving it to Pac. I don't care what nobody say.
You give it to Pac. I give it to Pac off of the volume of the work, but off of the quality of the work, they pretty much neck and neck to me. Because to me, they got the volume of the work. Gotta go to Tupac because he has so much of it out, and he has. Other than the 2 albums that we talking about, he got other albums I also like. I like his first album. I like Tupacalypse. I like his second album too, the one with I Get Around on it, Strictly for My Niggas. I like the Thug Life album. he got one of his best songs is on it. The straight ballin' shit. I love that song.
Straight ballin'.
But I can do Life After Death if y'all want me to do that one. I'll go through that track list and throw songs in the garbage too, because I ain't biased.
All right, let's go through it real quick, just for the hell of it.
Yeah. I would have pulled up the Because I don't know. I can be honest. I don't know how you can kick too many off of the Life After Death, for real.
See, Life After Death, the problem with that album gets to when you get to disc number 2. Like, that's where, like, disc number 1 is almost flawless to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love, like, Somebody Gotta Die, Hypnotized, Kicking the Door, Last Day. I love The Dough.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Yeah.
I love The Dough or Brooklyn's Finest? Which is the best Jay-Z Biggie collab?
I love Dough more than you know.
Oh, we got some, I don't know. I guess I'm the tiebreaker.
Brooklyn's Finest, it, in my opinion, it feels like Brooklyn.
I think
like it feels like both of them go so well on this song. Not
but
to
I
say,
love
like,
the Dough is more thematic though.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I will say that, and I like the singing, the I let it show,
right?
You know, like I love it, but Brooklyn's Finest is one of them ones when I first heard it, and my co-host showed me that song. Like that, he's the reason I listen to this music now. So when I heard it, I'm like, had it on the PSP. That thing goes to show you how long ago that was. Had it on the
Not
PSP.
the PSP.
And I'm like,
okay.
damn, like Brooklyn's Jay-Z and Biggie Smalls, nigga, shit you draws. Wait, Brooklyn going up. Like that shit
is ringing though.
It sticks with me to this day. But I love the Dough though.
The only reason I would give it to Brooklyn's Finest over I Love the Dough, the only reason is because of how bad Biggie just barred Jay-Z up on that shit on his own song, bro. Like, and then the slander that Jay-Z was coming out with after Biggie was dead, talking about how he was just as good and shit. Well, we got proof that you ain't, cause he barred you up on his song and on yours. So stop talking. Like, come on, bro. Like, Eminem barred you up on your shit.
As you were talking, I think. And I'm still standing on my choice. I'm still standing on I Love the Dough, but I think I realized why. Because this is the age of going back and understanding why things are, right? So this is why.
Mm-hmm.
I might prefer Jay-Z over Biggie. Therefore, I like the song where Jay-Z had the better verse.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Well, before we get into the biggest controversial opinion I had, I will get into one of my other controversial opinions. Now, I know I gotta preface this shit because it's gonna sound bad when I say it. Jay-Z is one of the greatest rappers of all time, right? I will not go
I know
against
exactly
that.
where you're going with this.
But Jay-Z is the mayonnaise boring pick for best rapper. Like, it's so many rappers I can name that I think are better than him, but he the most famous. So when people who don't really know about rap say if you ask one of them who's the best, they'll just say Jay-Z because Jay-Z name ring the most. Like,
that's for some context. Name some of them better than Jay-Z rappers though.
Better than Jay-Z rappers? Well, I don't think Kanye is a better rapper than Jay-Z, but he got a better catalog than Jay to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right.
I think
because it was one point in time Kanye couldn't miss though.
Yeah, and I think that Jay-Z, I think Ghostface Killer is better than him at rapping. Like, Ghostface Killer says shit I ain't never heard anybody else say before or
14
after?
karat gold slum computer wizard.
I don't even know
inside
what
my rap brain causes blizzards.
I don't know what half of that shit even means. I think
I'll say this. Sidebar. I hated Ghostface Killer's verse on that Kendrick Lamar song. Hated it.
I ain't even.
Purple Stamp.
I won't disagree with you. But Ghostface said he gave him 2 verses, and that's the one he picked. That's the one Kendrick picked. So
Damn.
yeah, so he said I gave him 2, and Kendrick picked that one. So I won't go against you on that. I will say that
I just had to highlight it.
I think. Nah, he ain't better than Jay. I don't think he too far off from Jay, but Jay just got better quality work. I was about to say, I think skill-wise that Jadakiss can step toe-to-toe with him, but Jay-Z catalog is way better than his. So, shit, I don't think Jay is better than Biggie. Hell no, I don't think he better than Tupac.
Nah, if we could just come out pen work, skill-wise, rap, like, no. But I think Jay-Z is the better artist.
He got more for you to pull from. We had time to see Jay-Z grow. We ain't had time to see Biggie grow.
But Jay-Z's growth is arguably what Biggie's growth would have been. As far as style and like content.
In my opinion, Biggie started off already at a higher place than Jay. Like, cause Jay-Z shit, like, when I look at Biggie back in the early 90s, doing party and bullshit and doing the freestyles, I mean, you gonna really tell me that Hawaiian Sophie is better than that?
Oh, you gonna bring the Hawaiian up? No. Come on, B. That ain't cool, man.
No, oh no, man. At a point in time, I would have listened to DMX before I listened to Jay. Like I'm not taking none of them. I ain't taking them early Jay-Z albums over Dark and Hell is Hot, bro. I'm not. And Jay-Z can rap better than DMX, but the music to me on DMX early shit was better.
Like, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm over here.
I agree.
Showing how young I am watching the Hawaiian Sophie video because I've never seen it before.
Hawaiian Sophie, bro. That's all. Jay-Z.
Gotta chill.
And
you know that man can pull strings and get us all taken off this motherfucker.
And we might have to go into the underground bunker. But probably the most controversial opinion of all, or the one that's most contentious, Nas is better than him to me.
I agree.
I don't think that Jay-Z has ever.
Beat selection though.
That's true, and I don't even subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that excuse that people make that Nas picked bad beats on purpose. Forget that shit. I ain't giving niggas no out. But I say this. Jay ain't never made nothing as good as Illmatic. Never, in my opinion.
Jay ain't never made nothing as good as Illmatic.
Do you agree with that? How you feel about that?
Me personally, I don't really know if I can sit well with that, because when I go back to things like Reasonable Doubt, that made me go, damn. Like, as far as theme, the shit sounds like the album cover. Like, you look at the album cover and you like, this shit looks like the album cover.
Yeah, but Reasonable Doubt also sounded like something out of a movie script, and Illmatic sounded like something out of real life.
I mean, that I don't care about that part, because but I don't know if I can necessarily say Illmatic is just
Illmatic shits on Reasonable Doubt.
If there was an argument going on between Nas and Jay-Z, I don't really know if if I was going like if I wasn't William Prize and I was like Brian Dumbledore for somebody, and I was just going hard for Jay-Z, and I had like, and I'm naming albums, I'm naming songs, I'm stacking them, and then some other guy just come out and say Illmatic. But what about Illmatic though? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, that shit hard. That shit hard. It's a classic. It's legendary. But Reasonable Doubt, hell, the Black Album.
Come on, bro. The Black Album? The Black Album is a classic, but it ain't even deserved. The only album that Jay-Z has made that can be mentioned, even in this conversation, to me, is Reasonable Doubt. Like
Blueprint 1? We not visiting Blueprint 1?
Number one, on the Blueprint 1, I got two skips that I skip every time. Renegade and Song Cry. Can't stand either one of them.
Like, yes, I still can't get over that Song Cry. I can't get over Song Cry. Like, how do you not like Song Cry? But
I hate that shit.
I just want to go back to Illmatic verse Reasonable Doubt real quick. The only way I can even see that being a topic for, Illmatic just toppling over Jay-Z is because it's shorter and it's less time. Even though it's 5 songs can do a lot.
Illmatic is 10 songs.
It's 10 songs. No, I'm talking about Reasonable Doubt. Reasonable Doubt is 15. Illmatic is 10. I'm saying that 5 songs from Jay-Z, you could possibly find a song in there that you like, damn, I could have skipped that.
I don't. It ain't no skips on Reasonable Doubt to me.
No, I'm saying this is for any person, like whoever listening to it, some random person.
I could skip a song or two on Illmatic if we being honest.
I can't.
What? That's what I was just about to say. That's what I was about to say. On Illmatic it's 10 songs, but all of those 10 straight fucking heat. Like I can't skip one. And I'm skipping.
At least once there is a skippable song on Illmatic.
Which one?
All right, the Genesis, New York State of Mind.
Let him tell him.
World is yours.
Let him tell us.
Hold on, Let me pull up the track list. Hold up. Let me pull it up real quick. Hold on. I know y'all. I don't know if y'all can see me.
I'm still writing rhymes, but the size that look. That nigga, bro, come on. I can't skip nothing on Illmatic.
But see, I also couldn't skip anything on Reasonable Doubt.
I can't skip. I wouldn't skip nothing on Reasonable Doubt either. But the songs on Illmatic are better. That's it. That's why
I can see where you could go with that, but I can honestly say for one, them shits is like neck and neck. I can't
skip New York State of Mind.
New York State of Mind. What?
That might be one of the hardest ones up there, though.
All right, hold on. Let's stop here talking about other people's shit and let's talk about you for a second. You got the new joint coming out on August 3rd. If you see the thumbnail, it's there. Tell us. Well, you already kind of told us where your inspiration was pulled from, like the dedication days of Lil Wayne. Explain the themes of this EP to us. Explain the themes of it, because I already heard it. Can I tell you my favorite bar?
Please do.
My favorite bar is the bar, because I did not see this shit coming from a million miles away. I did not. When you said the coupe looked like the inside of a Gundam, I was done. I was done. You know how much I love Gundam Wing. I used to watch that shit every day. I didn't see it.
Same, bro. Hey.
So go ahead.
I had to squeeze that. I really don't even, when I was writing that shit, man, I don't even know how to squeeze that shit in there, man.
But that's what
I got a question too, since you just brought up writing. So how do you put the words on the paper? Like, what is your creative process? Like, do you have to hear the beat, or do you kind of just be on the phone and you get a bar in your head, you jot it down, or like, where are some of your favorite places to go and write music?
For me, when it comes to writing, the hardest thing about it is getting that first line. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you grasp their attention on this line and make them want to even listen to 30 more seconds into the song? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, I ain't gonna say which song, but I guess I give you a little bit more. But, you know, the other grass green, but I'm good with the side I'm on. Bars over instrumentals, little bitch, I'm a xylophone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that shit was crazy when
That
I
was
heard
one of
that
the
shit,
ones.
bro.
That was one of the ones.
When I heard that shit, man. Now look,
Now, one of my favorite first lines. People talk about me but don't know me personally. They need to fill my pockets. Got like bringing out the worst of me. But I can keep going. But nah, that was one of them ones where I was like when you hear something and it just make you sit there and really be like damn, like from the whole. Guess I tumbled in jungles with the wolves and crocodiles. I'm lost deep in the like. You listening to it and you feeling these words and you like, damn,
hey, bro. Like when we first said
it fit so well, and that was when I was like I couldn't even really grasp how I felt about it, other than I need to listen to that shit 7 more times and learn every fucking word and bar so I can know it. Like
when we first heard y'all,
like, if you like hip hop, you need to know shit like that. You need to be able to recite that when bars come into the topic, or when songs come into the topic, or when artists come into the topic. You need shit like that in your arsenal of things. You know, and that shit was great. Like, so
thank you.
Well, see, we thought y'all already was on like a fucking major when we first heard y'all. Like,
yeah, like, bro.
We didn't. That's why we didn't play the for the first couple times. We didn't play the songs on the shit because we thought it was gonna get copyright struck, and we already been copyright struck once for something we did. So we would just talk about the tracks. So we ain't even know that y'all was still independent. Like, really?
Yeah.
When we came across City Pyramids presents Worryless, that's what it was.
That was the first one.
The first track we came across was Flapjack Irrational.
That interlude.
Multiply my integer. Like, yeah, when we heard that, we said, whoa, who are these guys? Like,
but anyway,
then the shit started from there.
Back to it. So, what's the... Explain in the broadest sense possible, without giving it away, any surprises that might be on the EP. Explain like the themes of it.
For Freshly Wrapped, I wanted to make a play because, for one, the raps is fresh. It's straight. This one was straight for the hip hop heads. This wasn't for nobody that was looking to, do the nay or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this won't for that. You know what I mean? This was straight for the people that's looking to hear some bars, that's looking to hear some shit in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say freshly rapped, the raps is very, very freshly rapped. They're very nice. They're very clean. You know what I'm saying? But also, when you think about the cover art, you know what I mean? It's packaged tight like a pack of meat. You know what I'm saying? Like a pack of steak. You know what I'm saying? So then you got the 90% bar, as I said earlier, the 90% bars and beats. The bars is mostly the tape, no matter whether it's on a beat that I produce, a beat that me and City produce, i.e. 4 a.m. and Emerald Isle. You get the bars on every song, but you got 10% of my production on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So with the pace that you put out music, how do you keep it fresh? Because you put out a lot of tracks, bro, like a lot of EPs. I mean, I be seeing shit like, damn, he done put out another project. Let me go ahead on and get this a listen. How do you keep it fresh? Because I can't even think of like a bad song I heard yet, and that ain't no bullshit.
Honestly, so I tried to I had been as an artist, I've been battling with that for these last couple of months. Like, I realized that I do put out a high content or a high amount of music, and it's great. But then when you think about the money it takes to create promo and get it to where it needs to go, you know what I'm saying? The volume that I was putting out of music didn't match with where I was at. So I actually, these last couple of months, that's really why I went silent. I'm like, dang, should I drop? Should I not? I'm gonna put out a single just to put something out. That was Prize Day, which is where the shirts came from, which they available for $45 right now. But yeah. So this project right here almost really didn't happen. Like it honestly, off a whim, I just said, these are freestyles, and honestly, I'm William Prize. Them shit's come a dime a dozen.
Right.
I write that in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what, getting people what they want. And the thing about it, as soon as I started promoting it, they honestly started getting a lot more attention than I thought it would. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put my best foot forward with this rollout.
Exactly. So, let me ask you a question. This is an industry type question, right? So, based off of what you just said, especially because you come out the pocket to promote this stuff yourself, how do you keep the same energy, so to speak, once you get signed and you not having to spend money on it?
As far as just creating the music or everything that comes with it?
As far as creating the music up to your quality standard and maybe even surpassing the quality standard that you already set. How do you plan on not getting complacent when you don't have to come out of pocket to do this yourself?
Okay, that's easy. So I'll have, by that time, if I can make music that's at a higher quality than what I am now, on a basis to where it's not hindering my pockets in any shape or form, that must mean I got the connects to get the visual, the level of visuals I actually see in my brain, as opposed to the makeshift visuals that are dangerous, that are very much close to what I really see. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of artists have this issue. We make do a lot and it comes out looking great, but in our mind, we seen that shit in a means of being able to invest $50,000 into a video. You know what I'm saying? Really. So, and by that time, I'll have the means to focus on other things outside of just the music. I can create that. I can create high level music in my sleep. Therefore, I can focus more on the visuals, the promo, the makeshift pop-up festivals I might do around it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm. So in your eyes, you basically see it as the beginning, like the starting line instead of the finish line when you make it mainstream.
Yes.
Got you. Cause like
definitely.
So none of that, nigga, we made it shit. Like you ready to just double down?
Been doing it.
Right.
I'm living. This ain't the most glamorous part of my dream right now, but I'm living it right now. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the climax. This ain't the part of the dream where you get interrupted out of your damn sleep and you be like, damn, I wanted to finish that damn dream.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't there yet. You know what I mean? This is the part where the dream just started and shit kind of shifty. You know what I'm saying?
So I got one last piece to this question because this is kind of with us. I remember the very first thing that I don't even remember if it was me or him that said it, but I remember one of the very first things that was said on the first episode of this shit we ever did was, I wonder if we can get 10 people to listen to this. I was just happy for one person to listen. How does it feel to you when you see people listening to your music? How does that feel to see something you created and to see somebody enjoy it?
Man, it's a beautiful thing because I put music out not only because I just love hip hop, but I put music out for a purpose, to medicate, to heal. You know what I'm saying? To make the mind work. So when people actually, I see people enjoying it prolifically, like this, it's in their playlist. You know what I'm saying? They run up on me and know the words. You know what I'm saying? Or a stranger run up on me somewhere in the city or outside of the city. You know what I'm saying? And quote something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, this shit really spreading. And it always, thing about it is, I don't know if it's like this for other artists, but it always seems to come at a time when you need it the most. When you need that extra little gas to keep the shit going. So some days, it's a lot of days in between. I'm confident that I'm finna go here. It's a lot of days in between where it's like, man, woo!
Right.
I should have stayed whatever, you know what I'm saying? But,
Because I remember at that Carolina 10 show we went to, like, that shit really went from being, like, let's be honest. That shit went from being dead to when y'all came on the stage, it looked like a real live fucking concert in there.
Yeah.
And then the next guy said, how the hell we gonna go after them? I thought y'all was the last act. I was like, but then another nigga came up. I was like, what the fuck is this nigga doing up there? Is he like telling us to leave or something? Like, I was like, and he started rapping and shit. I was like, what is he talking about? We left. Like, we got the fuck out.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not even to pat our own backs, but it'd be a hard act to follow because we put in a lot. When we get to come together and do shows, it's always highly energetic. Nobody is ever too fresh to get sweaty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We there to perform, so that's what we do. That's my guy. That was my guy.
Right. Oh shit, Christopher Green, a prolific supporter in the chat.
Boy.
That's
So
the guy.
Shout out Chris.
actually,
What's up, my boy?
that actually goes into one of my questions. I got two. So when it comes to performing, what is your style? And if you could perform anywhere, where would you want to perform?
My style, I like to face the crowd. My mic is usually in my left hand because I guess I move the hand I usually write with. You know what I'm saying? So, I write with this hand or type the verse or whatever, and I do the same when I'm shooting it at you. You know what I'm saying? You getting it. So, you know what I mean? Maybe that's a bad analogy given the climate of things right now.
Look, man, you can say whatever you want.
but seriously though, just stand and deliver confidently and face the crowd. When I first got started, funny story, I used to look at the wall in the back of everybody. My first couple of performances, you probably never would notice looking at them, but I used to look at the back of the wall because I was nervous. You know what I'm saying? But then eventually I figured out, the stage is home. This is just having a kickback. Really. You know what I'm saying? Just hosting a kickback.
Man.
As far as where would you like to perform? Like, what is one of those places where you would want to perform?
Coachella.
Is that because that's where they brought that Tupac hologram out at?
You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, honestly, I've never been to Cali before. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And when the first thing that comes, that's just the first. I mean, there's Rolling Loud and stuff like that, but the first thing that just comes to my mind is like a big show where you're gonna be introduced to so many different fan bases. Coachella, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's all, no matter what the genre is, that the fan base that I've noticed that they there for, really everybody's just there to what I like to call music. Everybody there to music. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
It's kind of like shit. I'm a little bit older than both of y'all, But yeah, I can feel where you're coming from because Coachella kind of remind me of that 1999 Woodstock show where it's like all those rock bands and shit come out, and then you had DMX come out and perform. You had like Cypress Hill. Bro, DMX performed in front of like a fucking. As far as the eye could see, it was people, and all these people was
shit fucking rock.
Like they knew every word to his shit. Like, so yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that because I think that the goal for a hip hop artist or artist in any genre of music should be to transcend the normal fan base of that music. That's what I think. That's when you really know you making some impactful shit. Is somebody like Wu-Tang Clan is one of my two favorite groups, right? And I see people all the time that say, I don't like rap, I'm a heavy metal head, but I love Wu-Tang Clan. Like, I see people say that all the time. Or I see people say, like, I mostly like R&B, but man, I fuck with Jay-Z. Stuff like that. So that's when you know you really made it. So like, if you can go to Coachella where it's not really a genre-centric type of show and you can rock the crowd with your music, I think that's a good sign that you on the way to being a transcendent artist and not just pigeonholed into one lane.
Right. Definitely. I agree. Yeah, Coachella for sure.
Let me regulate on these niggas that's up in my household making all this fucking noise real quick. I'm gonna mute y'all.
Yeah. So.
I know how you feel. I be doing that when I be trying to sleep. Right here.
So, I got a controversial opinion. This is probably like all of the other things that I said today weren't really that bad because I wasn't saying I wasn't saying I was giving praise even though I was saying stuff I don't like. Like I could saying like even though I said like a lot of the stuff on All Eyes on Me and Life After Death could go, I still think they good albums and they could have been made perfect albums if some stuff was taken away. But something that I have said from when I was a kid to now, there's a hill I will die on is 50 Cent has never made a good album and he is complete trash. And that includes Get Rich or Die Trying. Get Rich or Die Trying is his best album, and it's garbage too.
I'm about to your house. Bro, you gotta chill, bro. Hell no.
Hey, tell them how you feel about Many Men. Yeah,
Many Men is fucking trash. I hate that fucking song.
I don't know.
Nah, swear up.
I don't know.
The only songs I can tell you the songs I like off of Get Rich or Die Trying. I think Get Rich or Die Trying is 50 Cent's best album. I think it's the least trash of the trash. Okay. This is my philosophy on 50 Cent. 50 Cent made one album that everybody liked because of the hype. He made one album that people like. Let's Get Rich or Die Trying. I don't like it, but I can acknowledge that people like it. He made one album that everybody bought because they was hype off Get Rich or Die Trying, which is The Massacre, is complete garbage. And then he made a bunch of other shit that don't nobody care about. That's the 50 Cent trajectory.
Bruh, but a lot of the ladies loved Before I Self-Destruct in The Massacre.
I mean, because he put those whack-ass Candy Shop and Lollipop songs on it. That's why they love it. And I'm not a hater. I won't say 50 Cent has never made a good song. I won't go that far. But collective bodies of work, no. Like on I like Out of Control. I like that shit. But 50 Cent done said some of the most trash shit. Have a baby on me, baby. Be a millionaire. You write a check before the child comes. Who the fuck cares? This shit is garbage. I bought quarter water, sold the bottles for $2. Coca-Cola came in bottle for billions. What the fuck, nigga? So what? Get out of here with that shit.
I could even go, but I mean, I get what you're saying about it, but I just can't agree.
The more he started
50 Cent
going,
ain't made
getting
like.
step about, I started agreeing. I'm
Look,
not gonna lie,
what,
but I don't know.
But not with Get Rich or Die Trying though. Like
Get-
at least not
not
Get Rich or Die Trying.
and you
the
look,
hood without Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying became what it was because nigga got shot. Before that, nobody cared about that nigga. That's it. His other album, nobody cared about it so much that it never even got released. And they had the lead single had Destiny's Child on it. Power the Dollar, the lead single had the biggest R&B group in the world on it, and they shelved that motherfucker.
Nah, when he started going in about it, you kind of be like, damn, you gotta
Right.
I can't I just can't do. I can't say Many Men is trash.
I hate that.
Like I can't say it. Like I can't even physically get my brain to even think that that song is even equated with trash.
Many, wish death for me. Come on.
But that's tied into the 9 shots. That's tied into his narrative. That ain't really tied into being a good fucking song, in my opinion. But look, I'll give you the songs, and you can call me crazy because the songs I like, y'all both probably like Many Men more than those. I'm not biased. I like What Up Gangsta. Like that beat is just too good to me to hate. Like
what about If I Can't?
I like that. That's the other one I like.
Ain't be done.
I like that shit, and I like Bloodhound.
Oh, Window Shopper.
Nah, that shit is terrible, man.
What?
Especially because look, let's be for real. He was talking about Ja Rule. Ja Rule had commercial success-wise, he had a better run than 50 Cent had anyway. Commercial success-wise. I'm not saying Ja Rule made better albums because I don't think he was any fucking good either. But commercial success-wise, he had a better run than 50. 50 only had 2 albums that niggas bought. The last album really only got purchased because it was that Graduation vs. Curtis shit. That was it. That was the controversy they drummed up to make people buy Curtis. Look at where Graduation ended up. 5 or 6 million copies. Look at where Curtis ended up. 1 million copies. Curtis sold 692,000 copies in the first week. And it only went platinum. What the fuck? That ain't how that's supposed to go. 99% of the audience bought that shit in 1 week.
This nigga started pulling out them facts, have you looking like, damn.
Pulling out a piece of his verse and putting it in the argument.
Nigga say, is 50 even? You got you thinking, is 50 even good? Like, was I wrong?
I won't try to. 50 ain't somebody that's so bad that I will try to tell people that their opinion about liking him is wrong. See, he ain't low like that level. That's some Lil B type shit. Like if you like Lil B for anything more than a laugh, then I might think you're crazy. But 50 ain't on that level. But the level of fame he reached, take getting shot 9 times out of it, and where you think he would be at. This is a no bullshit story. The Massacre was one of the highest selling hip hop albums in the first week. It sold 1.4 million copies. It was also one of the most return to the store albums of all time. People tried to take that shit back after they bought it. That's a real story. Like, that shit was that bad. But I won't fault nobody for liking 50, but I think 50 ain't never made nothing worth fucking buying or listening to. Like, let's go back. Whoa. I done told you, boy. Y'all my soldier, boy. Y'all thought this the nigga y'all talking about. Is this what we talking about?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not his best song. For sure.
He wasted a fucking great beat with that shit. But this is the question though. Well, this is the rebuttal. Tell me why I'm wrong. Now I'm gonna shut up and I won't interrupt.
I'll even take a shot at it this time.
Okay, go ahead, please.
I can even say you might, be wrong, even with the facts. Just for the simple fact, this nigga got shit like 21 questions.
I gotta interrupt a little bit. 21 questions is fucking awful. I hate that song. Let me go back.
And it's like you can't argue. How do you not like 21 questions?
Come on, bro. Take Nate Dogg off of it and put Akon on it and tell me you still bumping that shit. That's a Nate Dogg vehicle. Like, come on. The only reason why niggas like
why Akon though? Why
because he was who came next in that lane after Nate Dogg kind of took a step back. That's the only reason why. Because I got a prime example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I will listen to the censored version of Boss's Life from Snoop Dogg over the real version anytime because Nate Dogg is on it instead of Akon.
He's freezing.
Who freezing?
Man, like he about to sing a real soulful song.
Is my shit froze? Am I back?
But I don't know. I will say I don't think 50 Cent is that terrible.
Oh shit!
Hell nah.
That nigga 50 Cent definitely has made his way as far as music. Fucking Candy Shop. His influence on rap as a whole.
What influence
on rappers as a whole?
What influence?
I mean, 50 Cent. I mean, even when you look at niggas like Pop Smoke, rest in peace to him. Pop Smoke was probably gonna be the next big thing out of New York.
Pop Smoke was influenced by the motherfuckers from England, bro. His style is built on that UK drill sound, not off of 50 Cent.
I mean, that's just drill. But as far as the songs he make, you can't tell me Pop Smoke was not a clone of 50.
I mean, shit.
And he even said he was inspired by 50.
Okay, he said it, but was 50 Cent the first gangster rapper ever? Because Pop Smoke was making gangster rap songs just like every other motherfucker who wanted to sound tough.
The way he even delivered his shit even sound like 50 though.
I mean,
he sounds like futuristic 50.
All right, I give y'all that, but let me just give y'all another fact. Pop Smoke went platinum after he died, not while he was living. So
I get that.
I mean,
but
did he influence that much?
I will say, Pop Smoke probably was well on his way to going platinum.
He might have been.
He was well on his way.
But next album, he would have been able to been alive for it. It wasn't that bullshit posthumous joint they put out.
Oh yeah,
right.
That was bad, and it was just
that second album probably would have been fire.
You know why?
It was sad what they did with him. They milked him for it.
They put a bunch of they done went and put a bunch of shit together that was on the cutting room floor. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll step back. I know I done said I wasn't gonna interrupt, and I did anyway. But go ahead, continue with the 50 Cent. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I done messed up.
I mean, I just can't bring myself to think 50 is just that bad. Like, it's just these iconic songs he make that can get played at any time. Just like you said, who you say that can get they know it. Like Hypnotize. And I mean, I'm not saying that 50 Cent made a song or he's up there with Tupac and Biggie. No, I won't say that. But as far as people know it in the club, as far as people knowing Candy Shop, you can play those songs anywhere. Niggas is like, know that. Or even the 50 Cent name. Everybody fucking knows 50 Cent. Everybody. And he's still an influence. BMF, Raising Kanan. And he took the shit from rap and put it into fucking movies.
Like, because don't nobody give a fuck about the rap no more. Because the last album he put out sold like 19,000 copies.
Oh, no.
But see, that's the thing. He don't got to no more.
50 Cent, if you think about it, every song 50 Cent made was mood music. It was only right he went into TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, the music needed the visuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like just because how smooth he made that transition, we can't knock 50 Cent music.
Yeah. I can't knock 50. I can't knock 50.
I think y'all more beholden to the persona, because we all came up at a time where 50 Cent was like the biggest rap artist for a year and a half or two, right? And everything he touched seemed to go platinum. Like, we got Lloyd Banks, an awful fucking artist with a platinum album. You got Tony Yayo with a platinum album. Young Buck, which I think straight out of Cashville is better than Get Rich or Die Trying. Fight me on it. But that's platinum. Like, I think that's really, I think the legend, it's like when you hear, oh shit, man, when you hear that, oh shit, Bill Russell, he won 11 championships. But then you see that it was only 6 teams in the league and everybody was 5'9" and he was 6'9". No wonder he won 11 championships and had the most blocks and all that. Because who was 50 going against? He was mainly going against Ja Rule, somebody that people saw as corny. He didn't dethrone Jay-Z. Jay-Z didn't take no fucking dip because 50 was out. He didn't dethrone Kanye. He's Zay Astro in the building, a great artist. He said that everybody in G Unit was pretty lame except 50. Well, Zay Astro, I got news for you. In my opinion, 50 was lame with their ass.
I don't agree with what's bro name? What's his name?
Zay Astro. He got his album. It's crazy. You should listen to it. But
I'm gonna check you out, Jay Astro. With all due respect, Lloyd Banks was fucked, and he finna drop an album.
I think that even though he lame as hell today, in the G Unit era, the best album to come out of that was the documentary.
Yeah.
What did that have on it? Name like 3 songs from that.
Hate It or Love It.
Hate It or Love It.
This Is How We Do.
Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. I get it. I got you.
I think that nigga is so corny right now.
I'm ready to hear that shit. I'm ready.
You ready to hear a dumpster fire?
I don't see it.
Lloyd Banks finna go crazy.
Oh, Lloyd Banks dropping an album?
Lloyd Banks is about to drop an album, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it too. I'm looking forward to not listening to it.
I'm looking forward to it like F-150. That's a bar.
Bro, like, look.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing. I know that people love 50. Get Rich or Die Trying is a staple to a lot of people. I think Get Rich or Die Trying, Zay Astro is 50 best album, but I also think that 50 Cent has never made a good album in his fucking life, ever. And I think if he didn't take 9 bullets, that he wouldn't even be famous, because he couldn't even get an album put out that had a lead single with Destiny's Child on it in 1999, when Destiny's Child was on top of the entire world, and they shelved that shit. They only gave him $5,000 for it. That's out of his mouth. He got a $5,000 advance from Columbia, and he was so broke that he used his advance to buy crack. That's what he said. This is his words. Lloyd Banks finna drop nothing but a dumpster juice.
Lloyd Banks, he was high on the lifestyle, but he back now. He been in the gym. He been drinking water. You know what I'm saying?
Man, is 50 Cent gonna put Lloyd Banks' fucking song on one of these TV shows? He did. That's his homie, bro.
I not. Well, I don't know. Is 50 Cent and Lloyd Banks cool, or they just don't speak, or what?
Well, they like, according to them, they grew up together, so they like been homies from knee high. Like 50 Cent really only shitted on the 2 niggas who was new, which was
Tony Yayo and Young Buck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not Yayo. Yayo grew up with him too. And what's it with the game? The game in Young Buck. That's who he shitted on.
Oh yeah. Right.
He never really shitted on the other two. He never really shitted on them.
I'm ready to hear that Game album too, though.
Man, you know that's gonna be bad. I just feel those 50.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. The game be getting on my nerves, man. I don't like. I'm saying it right here live on Recovery Room Podcast. I don't fuck with the game.
I don't blame
Fuck
you.
that nigga.
Hey, look. Tell me. He said, definitely feel that 50 best album was Get Rich or Die Trying, and it ain't close. I agree with that, but it's still bad. But he never been a great album artist. Yeah, I don't even disagree with you. Even the Game projects that I like, I'm like, why can't he stop mentioning niggas' names, bro? Stop dick riding.
Yeah.
He dropped. That's all he dropped. I'm telling you, what he do? He dick ride for a couple of months, and then he drop an album. Then he go silent. Then he start talking shit about somebody in the media. Then he dick ride again, and then drop a mixtape. That's what he do, bro.
7 songs.
And then in between all that, he run a fake ass promotion scheme from his Instagram page for independent artists on the come up. That's really why I don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga's really scandalous.
He can't even put y'all on. He ain't on no more.
Right. Exactly.
The game is terrible. I repeat, terrible. That's what Zay Astro.
No pun intended. The game's all fucked up. Game's all fucked up. Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to that album, and I'm gonna hop right on the Recovery Room Podcast and tell my opinion.
G Unit was such. They did such lame shit. Like, even like shit that I used to look at and say, damn, that was hot. I look at myself as like a 13-year-old and say, damn, I was fucking stupid. Like that rotating chain. That shit was so corny, bro. Like that's
I'm finna wear one of them bitches at my next show. That shit finna go crazy.
Bro, come on, man. That shit, like, I think people were just tired of Ja Rule singing at the time, and they thought 50 Cent was more gangster than him, so that's why, I don't know. It was a perfect storm for him to get famous. But, you don't got to answer this. I'm going to ask you a question. You don't have to answer it. But, give me 5 artists who at the top right now who you think you can bar up and bury on a track. Like you can just out rap them and make them look bad on their own shit if they featured you on it.
That's a good question. That's a good one.
Okay. Pusha T.
I like that. You go.
Easy body.
Easy body.
In the trunk. Rick Ross.
Hey, you can definitely smoke him. That's easy. Easy work.
Smoke.
You
Big
smoke
smoke.
the shit out of Rick Ross.
Wale.
Easy clap.
I'll give you that one. You'll smoke.
Where we at? 3?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big Sean.
Easy clap.
Yeah, that's easy.
J. Cole.
Woo! Woo!
Respectfully. He the GOAT.
You know what?
He one of the GOAT. But yeah.
I think you a body that nigga.
I know him.
I like that
I know
list.
him and I know me. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
I think you
I
can.
would expect him to say the same. But I feel like, yeah, I'm with that.
I think you can get him. I ain't even gonna lie. I think you can get him. And
Freshly rap August 3rd.
freshly rap August 3rd.
Freshly wrapped.
That's all I got to say about this.
But look, I heard Freshly Wrapped already, all right? People that's listening to this shit, I heard Freshly Wrapped. Christopher Green said, Cole, double question mark. Yes.
Hey, I can throw a little insight in there. That is a J. Cole fam. Hey, Christopher Green. Freshly Wrapped, August 3rd.
Listen to it.
That's where you can see that. That's where you can see that.
Listen to it on August 3rd. You can see it because it was shit on there that I just didn't see coming, bro. Like, I've been listening to bars and dissecting bars for a long ass time, and I did not expect. I mean, you know what? All right, Will, Mari, y'all ain't gonna be able to hear it because this setup is all janky and shit. But let's play College.
Let's get to them, man. Let's get to them exclusive. Exclusive.
Let's play College, and on top of us playing College, this song right here is the song produced by you yourself. Let's see.
Worldwide exclusive.
Yeah.
World premiere.
The other grass green, but I'm good with the side I'm on. Bars over instrumentals, lil' bitch in my xylophone. Exotic, erotic, Geronimo, she dive on my bone. Godiva chocolate, brother, the style too hard to be cloned. They screaming original, shit they own, partially own. Dirt they did me didn't hurt, it just turned a part of me cold until I learned to adapt. Attacks on the pure heart that try to dirty it black. So loud weed, demon seeking to purchase the pack. This personal though, I am myself can search through the bag. Knowledgeable, neck nautical crew, Urkel the swag. Real sealed in every cell, y'all Hercules and dash. Strains intertwined, vines, marathon with the hash. Inhaling this intercom, bring a calm to me fast. Rambo stamp for damn sure, army my past. Wasn't listed yet, they insisted to salute me as captain. Cancerous and clearly dirty, they gon' blast for they apprehend. Gotta give your kids the game in case a cop who they match up with. Pudgy, biggerly, quick to kill the brown or blacker skin. As many Jason Walkers wrong can never come back again. They can never come back again.
No employees, but I've been a boss. Gotta keep protection, hate I'm fending off. En route to keep on scoring all these goal lines I've been across. Never catch me slacking when I'm writing like my pen is soft. In therapy, with book sessions with beats to get these feelings off. They hear them first, then when I release it, you done heard them too. The only nigga that makes 16 feel like a 32. The stories I can share with you sound like they acted, but I can't mention none of those, cause most that shit redacted. Smoke break, I be chiefin' solo. Beef for me, you beefin' Dolo. Not my energy, I know the game too well, I'm speaking Romo. Too much knowledge just to keep it all for me. You get back what you be putting out, that's why I keep it G. Think I'm putting on for me, but it's really for the team. Shit is bigger than a person, this is everybody's dream. Lot of living left to do, must accomplish more things. That's why my +1 got another 14.
Yeah,
Lucky.
I'm after what I need by any means, boy, it's necessary. Ain't stability, self-sufficiency, then it's secondary. Shit for the green, I'm down to do it. I've done some things, snuck in a couple cribs, stuck them up and plus stuffed a couple things away. Like my innocence, remember Gundam Wing in the 2nd grade. The innards of my whip resemble inside of one. Shit is crazy, amazed I'm still working the day shift, cause all my shit awfully hot, niggas must can't hear. But respect I'm in the smoke, is it clear? I don't care if it ain't guerrilla warfare. It's like only way Aretha obtained. It's a shame, everything they sang to us to shoot. Mostly market this shit, the hoop, the youth, and many others too. Bullets been where they put niggas, Caucasian took them to school. Intentions to paint the town, the reddest I would assume. A student of the game should ever, and I've entered thy room. Do him type 2-bit and toss him right in the pool. Prize.
Look, we don't be bullshitting. Zay Astro, fellow artist, he said, bro, that shit hard. He loves the substance and the bars. He said he love that energy. I'm telling you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm telling you, you already know, like, if anybody watch back when we started doing the independent spotlight, every song got this type of reaction, right? It's because we already picked those. It wasn't like a first reaction. We knew the song going into it and decided to highlight it. You know, if you watch the live streams, we don't be bullshitting, because when we be seeing some of that garbage on SoundCloud, we be like, what in the fuck is this? Next.
Yeah.
So when I say that your quality is up there, we just proved it, right? The same with Zay Astro. His quality is up there. I think you'll fuck with his album, personally. We're gonna do
I'm definitely tapping.
We're going. Let me just. Well, fuck that. We'll get to that later. A full review is coming to that, but a full review is definitely coming of Freshly Wrapped because, look, I mean, what can you do? Like, this is something that I was complaining about. Well, not really complaining about. Let me just fuck all that. I love when an artist can take an already established beat and make it their own, which is what part of Freshly Wrapped is, right? Now, I don't like it when artists repurpose beats, like take a sample from, let's say, like I was saying earlier, like the sample from Saint-Tropez is the same sample from Give Up the Goods by Mobb Deep. I don't like. But I do like when people can just take some shit and freestyle over. Like one of my favorite freestyles is the Jay-Z Summer, that shit where he was dissing the game. You playing the game, I'm playing the game too. You saying my name to entertain your crew. I love that shit. And that was over a beat that was already out there. So that's why I fuck with the tape so hard, is because it took us back to that old school when a mixtape was really a mixtape and not just an album that people didn't want to call an album. You know what I'm saying? That's what Freshly Wrapped is. J Astro said, bro is really talented. He wants your Instagram, Prize. Shout your Instagram out.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. You can follow me at William.Prize. Just put a little period in between William and Prize. And that's it. That's me. I'll follow you back.
Hey, Prize, and also send that link to the Prize Day shirts. We can throw it under the YouTube link.
Definitely.
For sure. Shit, right now, just tap it with me in the DMs. And, you know, if you're not nowhere near me, give me your mailing list information. I'll mail it out to you.
All right, so so we'll just throw the Instagram down there then and tell you that's where they can get it from. I'll put the Instagram and the Twitter, matter of fact.
That's it.
But yeah, man, like
love, man.
This is how we. I think that we done spent the past few years like building each other up, cause we got to the point where we was looking forward to your shit dropping. It's like we got to the point where we ain't even preview the shit. We just said, "Oh shit,
yeah.
William Prize put out a new song. We playing that. We ain't have to hear it first.
Yeah, let's go.
We just put this shit on because we already knew we trusted the quality. So, like, we definitely got to give a big shout out to you and Azus for being just an integral part of the whole ride that we've been on. Even though we almost, like, through us getting almost banned like 5 times, like we almost got banned from YouTube a bunch of times.
Part of the ride, right?
Man, we almost got banned a bunch of times. I don't know. I think we got banned on Twitch the first night we ever live streamed. They shut the Twitch live stream down. I don't even know what we did wrong, but they said, fuck these niggas. They gotta go. But definitely a big shout out. Y'all part of the DNA of this shit. Definitely.
Man, likewise, bro. For sure, man. Without y'all, man, shit. Y'all interviews is honestly the most livest. And the way y'all break down, like, the way y'all break the songs down, actually go through the lyrics, bro. Yeah, like, y'all really in depth with it. So it's much appreciated on our end as well.
Definitely, like, cause I think that the way we listen to stuff is because even though like we are hip hop first and foremost, I used to be a real closed-minded person when it came to music, right? So, like the stuff that y'all do was the only type of shit I would listen to. Like if I heard somebody who won't really spitting, I wouldn't listen to their shit at all. Like I hated Laffy Taffy and all of that snap music. I couldn't stand that shit when I was younger. But now I can look back on it and see the appeal, you know what I mean? But I think the fact that we just broaden our horizons, or allows us to be able to go and dissect y'all lyrics like that, because I know especially him, he got a real, like, he's the reason, like, I can't even take no credit for finding y'all, because he listened to the album, to the City shit, because he liked the cover. That's why he liked the cover art, so he listened to it, and then we found y'all shit, and we've been listening ever since. Like, you can go back into SoundCloud likes and from 4 years ago, and y'all songs is in there from back then.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. That's that real shit right there. SoundCloud leak.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate that y'all been keeping that alive, because that shit is dying. Like, it's a dying breed for somebody to really be spitting something. And it's an even harder thing to do, to spit something and make it a easy listen. Because a lot of people is turned off by the barred up rap, because they don't really like how it sounds, so they don't even give the words a chance.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, that's one thing. Not to cut you off, but yeah, I definitely know, as a student of the game, you know, I study so many people, like Kendrick. Even Kendrick is an example. Like, his charismaticness, as far as, like, typically when you hear Kendrick's voice, you know that's Kendrick's voice. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying, the charismaticness that he added to the repertoire is what kind of what gave him an edge over a lot of others. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for me, I know it's a lot of rapping ass niggas out there. I done came across them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done networked with them. But I feel like one thing about the way I ride beats, and kind of just the way I kind of try and make it a song, even though I'm spitting bars. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. I ain't gonna say. It's just something I pride myself on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so. It shines through. Zay Astro in the chat. And having an easy listen with bars is key for that type of sound. Definitely. That's the thing. Like, even I got into Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar, despite what I said about Mr. Moral, Kendrick Lamar is, of the modern era, by far my favorite. Like, by far my favorite mainstream artist. I got into him because of Swimming Pools. Like, I didn't really give his shit a chance before that song came out. And when I heard that song, I didn't even know there was substance to it. I just knew, why you bullshitting, maybe 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. But that's what I knew. I was like, damn, that shit sound hard as fuck. I like that. That's what I did. So, yeah, like, I think you bringing him up in comparison to how you do your process is a good comparison, because even the song we played on the intro, Cliff Drift, like, if you really want to listen to Cliff Drift, you don't even have to listen to what's being said to enjoy it. You can hear the flow, you can hear the beat, and you can hear just how the song sounds as a product itself and like it. You can throw it on in the background. You can throw it on in the car when you know the fucking bass is going, like, overshine what's being said anyway.
Party where it's gonna turn everybody up. That's what I like about it the most. Like, I love the real lyrical prize, but the prize that just can get the party rocking and it's a vibe. Like, you can feel that shit in your soul. That's the one that I'll be like, yeah.
Watch this though, because this is it. You know it like this right here. When you hear this come on, you like, oh shit, that shit hard. When that shit right there start going, you like, oh shit. What? That fucking guitar right there, the shit is already rocking.
Yeah. On that there like poster. I got dope, get coked up. Bro, all talking so tough. See my flows, they froze up. I keep dripping soaked up. Bitch too thick, get chose up. Hit then dip, that's cold cut. Flick my big, then post up. Post up, post up. Just like the gram, I post up, post up, post up. I don't give a damn, I post up, post up, post up. I'm with my clan, I post up.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you throw that shit on and that shit already live, and goddamn a little 4 or 5 year old to get to dancing to that. And they damn for sure don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I did have one more question, and this kind of sums up all the questions. Well, for me at least. What advice would you have for beginning artist who wants to make music or wants to take that leap or is trying to find their way?
I would say don't skip no steps in the creative process. Like don't run away from no beat. You know what I'm saying? No matter how it's, don't run away from nothing because it's all artist development. Every beat you hop on in the beginning is going to play a pivotal part in who you become later on. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be able to put yourself, your mind, and how you feel on any beat. You know what I mean? And that's just on some rappers, not even on those watching stats and all that type of shit. Just on pure artistry, don't avoid no beat and find a way to remain your authentic self. And it's going to feel better every time you try.
Definitely.
I like that.
And I couldn't ask a better question. So at this point, I'll give you the floor. We'll give you the floor to say whatever you want to say, and then pick whatever track that you want from your catalog that's already out that you want to go on, or that you want to use for the outro. Excuse me. So you got the floor, whatever you want. Like this, the fucking world is yours.
Shit, the world is mine. Shit, all I can say is everybody make sure you in tune and tapped in for that Freshly Rap August 3rd. It's my first project of the year. Hit me up for these Prize Day shirts. You know what I'm saying? If I eat, I can keep the music flowing. Shit, man. And on top, other than that, man, everybody stay safe. Watch your ass. Stay blessed. You know what I'm saying? Don't complain because ain't nobody really listening anyway. Just stay the course. Don't give up. You know what I mean?
Right.
I guess the song we can go out on, shit. William, we can go out on William Prize.
I got one in my mind that I'm hoping to say. I said it earlier.
Let him pick though. This is his world right here.
I'm gonna go out on damn, I got so many songs I forgot. This be the Art of True shit. Get Well.
Got you. Let me get that pulled up. Bro, we want to thank you for real for making our first live interview go smoothly because we some fuck ups. Yeah, you can't.
Hey. Thank you for having me, bro.
Bro, you welcome
Y'all ain't
anytime,
no fuck
bro.
up, man. I got this shit.
Hey man, it's part of the process. Us making mistakes. We love that shit. We dive into it.
This shit has been a work in progress, and I gotta say I've loved every step of the way. This shit is fun. Like,
Definitely.
This shit is it, man.
Yeah, man, definitely.
I'm really honored to be a part of the first show, man. Shit feels good.
Definitely, bro. Anytime. And shout out to Zay Astro for coming through. Another artist coming through showing love. Shout out to Christopher Green. He always support. Shout out to everybody that watched. Shout out to YouTube. He just listened. Christopher Green just listened to Prize Day. Fire. Mind blown. That's what he said. Look.
Hey, let's go.
Tell you no lies, man. We tell you no lies. Shout out to YouTube for trying to ban us a bunch, but we still here blocking shit. I'm having to do appeals and all that. Shout out to YouTube. As soon as we get big enough not to fuck with y'all, we ain't fucking with y'all no more anyway. YouTube. Anyway. And shout out to Adam and Eve We gotta sell some fucking dildos and shit right now, and some
Shout out to
KY
Adam and
jelly.
Eve, man.
AdamandEve.com.
Everybody get your sexual nature on, man.
Promo code RRPOD.
AdamandEve.com. Promo code RRPOD. Go get that.
Get
Go buy
right.
all that. With inflation going, you already know.
Inflation
Adam
went
and
up.
Eve never changed their prices.
Never.
They never changed. They
You
didn't
get-
change on you.
You get your freak on for the same price that you did before the war started. And you know what you can do? Go to the website and put the promo code in, and you don't even have to buy no gas. Like, don't even go to the website. AdamandEve.com, promo
Don't go to
code
the store.
RPOD. Don't go in the store and tell the nigga at the cash
not
register
go
the
in the
promo
store.
code, because you're not getting anything if you tell the person at the cash register promo code. AdamandEve.com, promo code RPOD, 50% off almost everything in the store. Free shipping, discreet shipping, so that nobody know you just ordered a bunch of dicks in the mail. And you can, do it with whoever you want. Anybody. Male, female, whatever you do. Whatever you do, the world is your oyster. AdamandEve.com, promo code RPOD. Zay Astro, just follow William Prize. He said he gonna hit you up. Shit, a fire collaboration might come out of that.
Hey.
So what we gonna do? We gonna play this Get Well. We hope y'all stay well. Great first live interview. More coming. And one more time before we go. August 3rd, Freshly Wrapped. Tap
Freshly
in.
Wrapped. Let's go.
Hold on. Tell them what platforms it'll be on.
All of them. We got Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Tidal, whatever is privy to you.
All right, let's get it.
Follow me on Instagram at william.prize, man. That's all I can say. That's all I got.
Prize. Yeah. Now this be the all the true shit. The fake of the snake I won't share a room with. The cake can create automated cool shit. The proof is proven. They said I was gold, I swooped in with hooves it, horns included. Kicking all this pimpin', yo bitch joined the movement. Took her loins and moved it. The coin in the safe secluded. The face is bluish, newish on the way. Coop the cruise, the moves that lead to pay. Feast now became from sandwich every day. Beast now but manage every single age. Health and wellness help you manage pain. Meditation still ain't fully tapped, but I meditate when hitting strains and I levitate the ball when spitting raps. Referee, I'm calling all the cap. Altered origins, all of y'all some rats. Trying to blow and live it marvelous. Hold your soul despite the godlessness. That's worth more than Audemars and shit. Cars and clothes and hoes and all of it. Half your problems, half for all of that. Cash is aging, that's an artifact. Yeah, I'm too sick, niggas like get well. Yeah, get well. Get well. I'm too sick, niggas like get well. Yeah, get well. Get well. Get well. I'm too sick, Yeah, the mind is a canvas, and my job as an artist is painting the damage. Good brain, shawty came with the Cambridge. I rained and she drained it, the dame wasn't playing. Ball hard for them days full of anguish. Chain glitz and you can't say it's painless. Throw dollars is often what problems came with. I hit the J and say most of them ain't shit. Can't keep what you can't get, and you know Kane ain't even in my language. Black man ain't staying, we distinguished. Won't tell you that shit in U.S. history. According to them, we just slave shit. Backbone of the states cause we paved it. I think now is the time for awakening, breaking the shackles of mental plantation. Same shit, different day. Fresh ass braids and a vicious fade. The drip that I dropped in style by me. Got the city on lock like style by D. I keep them in all like ally peace. Next plate gon' get prepped while I feast. Live with no regrets, why not me? Live with no regrets, why not me? Why not me, nigga? I'm too sick, niggas like get well. Yeah, get well. Get well. I'm too sick, niggas like get well. Get well. Get well.
Get well.
Well,
Stay
nigga.
well.